I want to speak of my personal experience with Matthew. It is personal, it is gospel. I'm not going to expound on biblical terms. I'm just going to expound on the spirit of a man. We spoke of the clouds of weakness, but we did not expound on the pillars of strength. Matthew was a spiritual pillar of strength. Matthew came to work with us in a time when I was absent, dependent on others to guide him and lead him in his venture of employment. And it was after a storm, Irma, that I met Matthew, and I was giving details to those that were willing to work rather than to sit at home. Matthew was a first responder. He took on kitchen details. When a tree was blown over on our property, and the pillar of your community here, the Kinos came, and Wayna's friend pulled the tree up, and Matthew took 5-gallon buckets of gravel and sand and walked them from here to that tree away and redeveloped the structure for that tree. It was hot, heavy work. After the storm and things cleared, weeks after that, I would come in, and he was diligently working in the kitchen, and I looked into his eyes that were always serious. He was a serious, gentle, polite man. And I said, "Are you in there?" And I was blessed to see this, the rare smile. I was wondering when I saw that picture, who was blessed to have taken it, because to see that from Matthew, the gift, was not often. He had a burden. Little did I know at the time how serious his burden and his pain was. And every time that I would come into work, I would make it a point to go to Matthew to see that smile, to induce that smile, because it was there. It was there amongst his spirit, rarely shared. He didn't have transportation home most of the time, and I was able to transport him at nights, drop him off at the house, knew where he lived. When I learned that he was in the hospital and suffering, I went to his bedside. That's when I saw his hair. He always wore a cap and a hoodie. Always. I looked at him and I said, "Wow, you need a haircut." And he immediately laughed. And we talked. And of course, I was encouraging to make sure that he was aware that take his time, we would be waiting for him. A couple days passed and I went to see him again. Then I went to see him again. He did then when I learned through him the types of sickle cell anemia there were, and he told me there were two types. There's one that people live through and die with, and there's the type that I have that I'm going to pass. He accepted that. I sensed it in him when he was given an opportunity to advance at work, and he wanted to stay where he was at because he was happy. He was happy doing what he wanted to do. He accepted his demise long before we knew it. He didn't share that with anyone. He carried that for us so we can dig for that smile, work for that smile, and be a better family for that smile. That was his inner spirit. I saw that spirit. I went to him to find my calm place in my turmoil. He was my quiet place, my peaceful place. It was very simple for me too. And I've been 20 years managing kids, thousands of kids, either building a character or watch them walk away. I only worked with them that worked through merit. This guy brought me to a merit. He brought me to my calm spot. Very few people can do that with me. I'm an emotionally very strong-willed, very demanding, driving force. The storm for Matthew has passed. Hopefully, he's established a foundation that you all can regrow. Your family, your brothers. I mean, my goodness, look at these guys. You've got a big life ahead of you. He's in peace. And to think that he's not in our minds every day, he's here. He's thundering with recognition. Don't ever think that Matthew's away from you. I mean, who controls? Who is the creator of these storms? And who is speaking boldly even today? And it seems like every Memorial Day, D-Day, whatever celebration, every rising Easter, there's a storm, and then there's a light, and then there's a new growth. Matthew should be the foundation in your minds of new growth. Don't ever look upon this as sadness. He carried your cross. He truly did. He carried mine for a while. I know through characters that he was closest to, Jamal Owens. When Matthew's not around, there's my calm spot. And they're like this. So these angels are amongst us. Don't bring them to this earthly form and hold them here. I can't speak on biblical terms. I can only speak of experience, of what I've seen, and where things grow from. Look up to Matthew, who will be thundering about. bless you. You've been so calm and kind to me. Keep his hoodie well. Keep the uniform alive. Keep a smile in your heart. Listen to the thunder. It'll always be there. That is his smile. God bless you all.
Amen.